Now it's ready. Hi, my name is Susan. I am here in beautiful Jamaica. It is a gorgeous morning. I realize you might be doing this class in the afternoon or the evening, so whatever time you're doing it, it is a great time to join with me for some yoga today. I have what's called a pinky ball with me. Now, I don't think the ancient yogis had pinky balls, but let me tell you about it. If you can get a ball like this, they sell them at the dollar stores and different sports stores maybe, but they should only cost you about $1. And it's a hard ball that is called a high bounce pinky ball. So I'm going to show you a couple of ways to use this as we start to warm up our bodies for our practice today. So I'll take the ball to the ground and then make sure you have something to lean up against. And I'm going to, perhaps a wall or a chair. So I'm going to just roll it around with my foot. And it gets into a myofascial release. So that's the fascia is the thin membrane that wraps around your muscles. And when it gets tight, everything gets tight. You've heard the expression, when mama ain't happy, nobody's happy. Well, when your feet aren't happy, your body's not happy. So spread the toes over the ball and just kind of grip the ball, and then shift the ball to your heel, and then we'll do straight lines back and forth. Now I'm going to go through this part of the practice a little bit quicker than we would normally do because I just want to give you an idea of this. If you have a tennis ball at home, that might be okay, but a tennis ball is not as firm as this kind of ball. And so anyway, so at first you scramble the foot, and then you put the toes over the ball, and then the heel on the ball. And then straight lines from pinky toe to heel, a couple of straight lines for each toe. Now, when you bend down to get the ball, squat, bend your knees, and pick it up. Now, this is kind of funny, but the next thing you do is you put the ball on your bottom. Now, I don't have a big wide wall here, but I have a big wide bottom. So I bend the knees, and we want to just move the ball around it. And if you have any achy areas, you can just kind of press into it, and that will feel really good. What happens is you press into an area, and it gets to possibly stop the blood flow and the nerve impulse. And then when you move off of that area, then it resets the muscles. So be sure you do both sides. Whoa, see, I don't have a very big wall here. So anyway, so you get the idea with that. Another option is to put it on your shoulder area. Now you don't want to put it on your spine, but just rolling back and forth, and oh, that feels so good. All right, real quick for the other side, a little bit of a warm up. Okay, normally again you would do that for a long time. So I'm going to let this ball get away, and here we go. So opening up heart and chest, it is really rolling away. Spread the fingers wide, and then inhale the arms up. So your arms may go here or here. It actually feels good to bend the arms. Let's do that. And draw your shoulder blades towards your spine. And then reaching out. Let's squeeze the hands, drawing in, and then opening up. Inhale, exhale as we come in. Squeeze the belly towards the spine, and then inhaling and opening. And squeeze and open. And then let's do our little cross plane movement. Lift up one toe, one heel, I mean. Keep your toes on the ground and rotate around. Thumbs up. When we do thumbs up, that helps to open up the shoulders. I could already feel when my arms were like this that my palms were inward, so my shoulders weren't open. Let's reach up again. Hold it here. Keep breathing. And up and over. And keep breathing. Reach and reach. Rolling the shoulders up and around. And then let's go the other way. Taking the legs wide apart, hands on the knees or thighs, hands on your thighs. Roll the shoulder towards the opposite knee and come back. Each side. Inhale to center, exhale with a twist. So your head and torso staying in about the same place. The movement is coming with your back and your shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Come on, back upright. Spread the toes, bending the knees, rolling a little bit back and forth. Let's come to the back of the mat, and as you see, I've got a towel for a little bit later. I might need it for when I'm on hands and knees. With the hands on the hips, take the left leg at an angle, and the right leg will step way forward on the right. So bending the knee, sweeping the arms up, reaching up. Maybe widen the arms. Deep breath, spread the toes. As you do this type pose, a standing pose like this, you're strengthening the legs. So hug those muscles to the bones. Hands on the hips and come on back. Shake it out. We can also come to this pose from the front, going back. So this time I'll shift the weight to the left leg. Right leg comes back. And the right foot is at an angle. So notice I'm not on my toes. I've got my whole foot on the ground. Turn the body to face the small end of your mat. I've got a little rock or something there. So I'm like the princess and the pea with the mattress. I can feel anything that doesn't feel quite right. Reaching on up and back. A little bit of an arch of the back, or you may need to keep your back straight. Either way, lift the heart. Smile into the sunshine. And then hands on the hips, and let's come forward. Shaking it out. Again, just loosening up. Perhaps this might be your first movement of the day. Let's take the hands back behind us, either holding the hands alongside the body or clasping the fingers, and squeeze heart and chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards the spine. I was thinking of the heart and chest as opening. All right. Rolling the shoulders. And let's roll them the other way. With the chin parallel to the floor, draw the head to one side. And then very slowly turning the head to the other side. And back and forth. Like I've mentioned before, in the 1970s, yoga was all about head rolls, but we don't do that anymore. We just do these moves back and forth, come back to center, maybe up, and then we don't even need to do our chin all the way down because a lot of us are getting too much curvature in the upper back. Let's place the hands back behind the head, thumbs down, pressing in, and release, and then press, and release. One more time. Press the head into the hands, and release. Okay. We'll prepare to come on down to the ground, so I'll show you how to get down. And pretend I have a chair here. I'm going to place my hands on the chair. Take one leg back, bend the knee, and then the other hand. I would have used my poles here, but they're a little too far away. So from here, let's have the hands and knees. We're just going to shift a little bit forward and back. Circle the bottom around, bending the arms. circle around the other direction. And then we'll take the forearms down and we come into what we call puppy pose. The forearms are down, tailbone is up. Deep inhales and exhales. And then we'll come back up. Now, again, you may want to have a cushion for your knees. Let's take the right leg out to the side and rotate the foot around so that the foot is parallel to your small end of your mat. Lengthening up, reaching up and over, and then maybe taking the hand on the hip, hand on the shoulder, or maybe the arm up here or here. So just breathe here. This is called gate pose. Head looking down, slowly looking up. And come back to center. And then reaching up and over. And again, hand can stay on the hip. Once more. And back. Taking the other leg out to the side. And again, rotate the leg around. You'll feel that in your upper thigh. Hand goes down. Feel how strong your legs feel from our standing poses. Reaching the arm out, so hand on hip, shoulder, bent, or straight. Reach, 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 and lengthen. Whatever feels good to you. And you know, every day things change with our body, maybe according to the weather, according to what's going on with us. And once more. All right. And come on back. So if you've had knee surgery or your knees are really achy, then a few of these poses coming up may not be great for you. So bear with me. We have an expression that if it hurts a little bit, you should probably do it more. If it hurts a lot, then maybe skip it. So what I'm doing is sitting here on my heels. My heels are going towards the bottom. Now, if you're doing this and you're kind of straining and having to hold yourself up, that might mean that this pose is not for you. So just kind of judge that. Now, another thing to make this pose more accessible is to take a blanket or a pillow over your calves, and then you'll sit on the calves. So we're creating some space and maybe taking the knees a little bit further apart. So if you have plantar fasciitis, this can help with sitting on with the legs like this. Opening up. So just to take our mind off of our knees right now, we'll take the arms out wide and come into what we call cow face pose. So we'll take the arms to cross and just give yourself a hug, or taking the forearms around, maybe getting fingers and hands together. So this creates a deep stretch into your upper back. Now, if this is too much and you need to breathe here, then we'll come on up. Keep breathing. Maybe come down. Keeping your head still pretty much upright, but bowing forward a little bit. Coming back up, maybe up again. Maybe lift the elbows up. And then we'll release the arms. Shake it out. Got to cross the arms the other way though. Cross around. Maybe just holding your arms in a hug, and that may be enough for your shoulders. That's fine. Arms up. Elbows up. And then let's exhale down. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale up. And exhale down. All right, open up. Let's release out of that. We'll take the blanket to just sit on the edge of it now, and taking the legs out in front. Shake the legs out, maybe give them a little podium tap. where you just make a loose fist and tap, tap, tap. We don't want to tap on the joints though, just on the muscly area, the fleshy area, not your joints. It's also good to tap into your arms, skip the joints. All right, shake, shake, shake. Very good. Lengthening up through the spine, giving yourself a little smile. All right, let's take hold of one of your feet and the legs. So taking your hand back behind the knee and just rocking a little bit. This can help make our hips a little bit more flexible. And then we'll take the foot to the thigh as if we're doing a seated tree pose. Sweep the arms up. This is called Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. I like to call it head toward knee pose. Not necessarily reaching all the way, my head to my nose to my knee, but you'll feel this big stretch into your hamstrings, and it's good for your back. If you've got osteoporosis, let's keep the back straight, hands down. You're still benefiting from the pose, even if you're not face planting, as I call it. Deep breath. And then coming around, we'll come up and come into a little bit of a twist. Back to center. And release. Hug in the other leg. Wrap your arms around it. I forgot to tell us to kiss the knee. Be grateful for our legs. Flex the toes. Sweeping the arms. Inhaling up and hinge forward. You reach for me, I'll reach for you. Lengthening forward. I think I forgot to cradle and hug my other knee and leg. We'll get to that in just a minute. And then come back upright, coming into another little stretch here. Lift up this leg. Now maybe it'll actually cooperate more after we did those stretches. Reaching around. So because I'm a glutton for punishment, as my mother used to say, we're going to come into a, I can't remember the name of it. Let me think. We're going to try to stack the knees. I really can't remember the name of this pose, but anyway, we're trying to cross the knees. Now my knees are not directly over each other. If you can get your knees over each other, but the feet are fairly parallel here. And whoo, you're going to feel this in your hips, especially as you hinge forward. I don't know if this is called deer pose or what, but anyway, oh my, it's a deep stretch. Keep breathing. Come on back, and then we'll reverse the legs. So the one that was lower will become the higher one. Okay, now if you find that you're kind of sideways here, you might need to take a prop. I call this stuffing my chicken when I have to use a prop there for that type of a move. So reaching forward, hinging forward. And then release. Shake the legs out. Let's come back up onto our knees one more time for camel pose. So we may want to have the towel for our knees. And with this pose, we're going to take the hands to the low back, curl the toes under to create a little bit of height with your heels. So lifting up the heart and chest, feeling that deep stretch into the back. Deep breath. Taking the hands alongside the body. So this is fine as a modified version of camel pose. Lengthening up. Now remember, we don't want to tilt the neck back. You don't want to take your head all the way back. Just a little bit. If you can get your fingertips to your heels. I made it for just a moment here. It's a deep, deep quadricep stretch. And then coming back out of that. Tops of the feet down. Oh, good job. We're going to close today's class with a 10-minute guided deep relaxation. I want you to come to a comfortable position onto the floor. I'll show you, but then I'm going to come up to seated so I don't pass out on you. So you'll come onto your side, and I've got my microphone here, so I have to kind of lift up and then come to your back. While we're here, let's hug the knees into the chest. Gently rock a little bit. Let's take the arms out to the side. One more twist for the day. We'll take the legs over to the left, head to the right, palms up. Head back to center and legs over to the other side. Again, I'm not going to go all the way over because I'll smash the microphone. Taking the legs to the right and head to the left. Okay, you guys stay down. Allow yourself to have the arms alongside the body, palms facing up, and the legs are extended out. Deep inhales and exhales. Exhale the belly towards the spine. Inhale. Coming back upright. I'm not upright. Inhale the belly out. Exhale the belly in. You are laying down now. You're not sitting up like me. With the arms alongside the body, palms facing up, spread the fingers wide. Stretch out the fingers, the palms, the wrists. Curl the fingers into the palms. Make fists with the hands and squeeze the hands and arms. Squeeze into the back, the belly, the buttocks, the legs, the feet. Squeeze the eyes closed tight, the face closed tight. Squeeze all that energy into the center of the body, squeezing and holding, and then release. Open the palms and gently rotate the head from side to side, finding a comfortable centered position. Exhale the belly down towards the spine, and then inhale, take in a deep breath, and then open the mouth, let the air gush out. Bring the awareness to the upper chest. Take a deep breath into the lungs and hold the breath. Breathe in a little more air to the top of the clavicle, holding it. And then open the mouth, let the air gush out. Lift the eyebrows towards the hairline and release. Open the mouth wide. Stretch the jaw. Stick the tongue out down towards the chin and release. Moving through the body, mentally relaxing all the parts of the body. Bring the awareness to the toes. Relax the toes, the space between the toes, the bottoms of the feet, the tops of the feet. Feel the ankles relax, the calves relax. Feel the backs of the knees and the tops of the knees relaxing and releasing. Feel the thighs relaxing. Feel the hips, the buttocks, the pelvis melting into the earth like warm golden honey. Relaxing all of the abdominal organs and muscles. Relax the large and small intestine, the stomach, the spleen, the pancreas, the liver, the kidneys and adrenal glands. All of the abdominal organs and muscles relaxing and releasing. Feel the lungs opening and the heart softening. Feel the collarbone release, the shoulders release, the rib cage opening. Bring the awareness to both of the arms, relaxing the shoulders and the upper arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, and the hands. Feel the fingers, the space between the fingers relax. Imagining the hands are two empty gloves lying beside you. Now allow that energy from the fingertips to release now into the lower back, relaxing the lower back, middle back, upper back, and the back of the neck. Allow the jaw to relax, the lips, the chin, the tongue to relax. Relax the cheeks, the inner ear spiraling to the outer ear. Feeling the eyes heavy, the eyelids heavy. Feel the eyebrows softening and the forehead softening. Feel the back of the head, the sides of the head, the top of the head relax. Feel the entire body completely relaxed. Observe the breath. Follow the movement of the breath flowing in and out of the body without controlling it. Observe the mind. As the body and the breath become relaxed, so too the mind seems almost without thought. Be a witness to the mind as you notice any thoughts. Take the awareness back to the breath. Think of the inhale, the exhale, knowing that right here, right now, there's nothing to do and nothing to undo. Now feel the peace you feel within. This peace is our true nature. The true self is a witness to the body and the breath and the mind. Feel this peace and enjoy it. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Slowly begin to awaken the body, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, bending the legs and bringing the feet back to the earth. Gently allowing yourself to roll over to your left side, coming back up to a seated position. I'll do the closing chant done with integral yoga classes all over the world. I'll say it in Sanskrit and then repeat it in English. Asat, I think I'll turn the music off real quick. Asato ma satgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mritir mamritam gamaya. Lead us from unreal to real. Lead us from darkness to the light. Lead us from the fear of death to the knowledge of immortality. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. May the light of truth overcome all darkness. Jai Shri Satguru Maharaj Ki Jai. Victory to that light. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you feel so much better in your body and in your mind and in your soul. Let's sweep the arms up. Give yourself a big hug for coming to yoga today. Open up again and cross the other way. I think I did it this way. Remembering the purpose of our practice, to have an easeful body, a peaceful mind, and therefore a useful and joyful life. Easeful, peaceful, useful, and joyful. May you live with ease and peace. God bless and namaste.